So the city of Chula Vista has been on the cutting edge. We've been very proactive in terms of adopting various technologies, whether it's our drone as first responder program for public safety and RPD, to deployment of various sensor technology, whether it's adaptive traffic cameras for our engineering in various intersections across the city, as well as a new upgraded 911 call system. So in Chula Vista, we are currently at this phase where we've recently had the ordinance adopted for the formation of a privacy technology advisory commission, and we have the applications open, encouraging people to submit their applications for 45 days, after which we'll go through the nominees and then hopefully come up with a very diverse and experienced group of individuals that will serve on that commission. So the formation of the commission really stems from a set of recommendations that were established back in September of 2022, where we started off with a city manager task force of Chula Vista residents who were charged with helping to work with the community as well as the city to establish a set of recommendations that we would use as a baseline for the formation of the privacy policy. So following the adoption of those recommendations, we were involved in the process of developing the policy, which was adopted in 2022. And first among those lists of recommendations from the task force was the formation of a commission. So what spurred us to do this work was, one, it's the right thing to do. The role of our efforts around the formation of the policy and the establishment of the commission is really to build trust with our communities as we continue to expand the use of technology, automate our processes. We have to make sure that we're also ensuring that how we maintain that data, how we protect that data, and who has access to that data is clearly spelled out. That we're very transparent about how we do that to maintain the trust of our communities and our residents. And it's also ensured that we have the right checks and balances in place and guidelines in place to ensure that that information is safeguarded. Well, there's a lot of challenges, but there's more rewards than challenges. But some of the challenges that I would point out are: it's very important that we include and we engage the community. We spent a lot of time engaging and doing public workshops. We did multiple workshops that were interactive because we wanted to make sure that we captured and received input from our communities and our residents as we move forward with this effort. And it's also making sure that whatever we came in place is based on best practices. There's a lot of people out there who are very experienced and have been down this road before. So we spent a lot of time trying to research and get a better understanding and take advantage of the lessons learned with regards to adoption of our policy. And we feel good. We feel encouraged that the policy that we have in place does address that. As cities begin to transition into more automation and more reliance in technologies, the privacy and protection and transparency aspect of this is extremely important. So I'd encourage cities to give this the type of attention that it needs, as well as take advantage and leverage from cities such as Chula Vista and others who already have privacy policies in place. And we're always willing to share and engage so that they can learn from what we did. Well, what I would say is it's a marathon, not a sprint. You want to make sure that you take the time, to engage, have the right people around the room, get the community support that is necessary, as well as all the various stakeholders. We are fortunate enough to have been able to get all the various key stakeholders around the table, and again, get the support from our city leadership, our elected officials, as well as have a working relationship with many of the advocacy groups, because that's really what's important. Trying to make sure that this policy addresses the real concerns that have been raised or that do exist. And that is exactly what is the city doing with city data, what are we doing to protect the rights of our citizens and of our residents and our communities, as well as what do we have in place to ensure that as we continue to deploy these various technologies across the city, that we do have the necessary checks and balances in place to do so.